Today I am come with a new update related to Odoo module what I have created recently, and this is very important module what I have created, and it's a very important things today I am covering, which is related to HuggingFace integration. So how Odoo is integrated with HuggingFace, and HuggingFace have a different kinds of models, it has a space, everything are there. So how we can take a benefit from that, and there are various ways, and I have implemented a two-way, and a third way is also implemented, but it is in progress, so I'm not covering that in the current video. But two-way I'm going to cover with the current scope of this project. So the first one is the direct, because we already have a LLM provider module, which will allow you to connect with various provider like Google, Claude, Anthropic, Olama. All these things are already covered in our existing module, but I have added a new module, which is added a HuggingFace as a provider type, and I can show you that in my I hope the screen is visible because I zoom out something, so you can see the HuggingFace menu item, and over here we added a LLM provider over here as a HuggingFace model and the HuggingFace provider. We already have a Grok, Anthropic, Olama, all these things are already available. But the new thing is HuggingFace, you can add your URL endpoint and API key, and it will generate the response accordingly. So you can test the connectivity directly, and it will also give you the whatever the questions you can ask, like directly test, like who is the author of book Theory of Constraint, and I just call the response. It will give me the response from the model, and here is the, after reload it will load me the response. Yeah, this is the response, the Eliyahu M. Goldman. So the rest of the settings are same as far as the LLM provider module, and this module is available like the standard module what I'm talking about is available with our shop part, but which is obviously this LLM provider module is already available, but this module is not covered the provider what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have added HuggingFace on top of it. So it's a new module and it's covered. Under that particular HuggingFace, I have added a tool, like number of tools. What are the possibility which HuggingFace covers? So here is the mention tool, like you can directly chat with the custom model, whatever you want. I have used Llama 3B, 8B HuggingFace. You can change it to anything. Then we have image to text, OCR, sentiment analysis, summarization, image generation, and translation. These tasks are configured automatically, and if you can see that this task have a completely dynamic configuration. Like if you use a gradient space directly, you can link that endpoint with all the arguments of this, what it covered. So you will see gradient endpoint is working like this, and similarly for other providers. So it's completely dynamic. You can configure it, you can add more arguments, whatever. Obviously I have created my own space with reference of API point as a private, so it will work, but you can use direct API endpoint also. Like I have uses direct API endpoint for language translation, and even the quick task for summarization. These tasks are configured initially at the configuration level. Based on that, this task will be put to the results, like how it will work, and this particular results will be automatically generated as a historic part, and obviously there is a configuration for MCP, but this is ongoing project, part of project which will integrate the MCP server. But this MCP server is currently working on Claude's, and I'm checking with the Odoo on space for loading a tool directly, but for now it is in progress and I'm not able to get all the tools. But however, I'm able to prepare the agent. Like the agent is created in Pydantic AI framework of Odoo, and that agent will easily give me alternative provider and the main provider, where I can connect, and even I can do the same. Means it will taste my agent directly from here by getting the same response whatever is generated over here. For now it give me a grok error because this is the limit what it crossed. So I just change it to OpenAI and check the connections, because I am using a free trial version for grok, so it will give me the limitation on that. But when I change it to OpenAI, it will not give me that error. It is going to succeed. I can change it what is OWL and just generate the response from whatever the quick response. So primarily it will go the model of Qwen 2.5, and my agent will give me the response of that. Now on the top of this is a configuration form what I'm talking about, but I have created a direct chatter integration for this 4 quick tasks, like analyze the sentiment, translation of text, summarize the text, and the chat with AI simply. So you just need to click and do the perform your task. So for now I'm just put it normal, so I can get a more space over here. So let's say I can put a single statement like I am working with this project since 4 days, and today I am going to demo this. So this is the simple statement what I can put, and maybe I can correct this my English for this. That's fine. But now I'm putting a sentiment for that. Is it a positive or it is a negative? So based on that, it will call the HuggingFace API and give me a sentiment. Okay, I can post this, even I can try some other task, whatever it is. It's up to me to decide. Similarly, if I want to translate, let's say this is the English statement that Odoo overlay versus React summarization, and I just translate this into let's say try with Gujarati if it is working or not. But if it is, yeah, it is working, like it will translate the whole statement in Gujarati. Okay, and now the third one is a summarization. So let me put the whole detail over here, like comparison between OWL OL versus, let me first chat with normal chat and then we'll summarize this. Can you give me direct comparison between Odoo OWL and React JS framework with example? Let's say if I just give this a simple guideline for the comparison metrics for the React JS with example, and just ask the chat, let's check how it will respond. Obviously it will ask my agent to process these questions and give me the whole example with the detail of comparison between Odoo OWL framework and JS framework. and this is the zero shot with the model, what it will, and you can see this is the whole comparison, and even with example it highlighted the example also. Okay, so now what I can do is I can summarize this directly. So the same text will be summarized. Maybe I need to call this first, and yeah, I just copy the whole statement, yeah, and just summarize this. So this will summarize the whole statement into very short text, what I would say. So this task is a quick task what I perform. I would say the HuggingFace can, the API endpoint can quickly answer, process, the delay will not be there. But let's say talk about few tasks which take some minutes, sometimes like some few more seconds to load. So instead of doing the action from chatter, and obviously this chatter, whatever the chatter I'm showing, this is integrated with any Odoo model. Like I can open any Odoo model and I can see under the messenger, you will see all this icon. So this action you can perform anywhere within the Odoo form or any place which have a chatter integration. So for that I have created one dashboard, a separate dashboard, and this dashboard will perform the task related to specific. So for now I'm demo it OCR and generation of image. OCR I have supported PDF and image OCR, and then other than that we have a text to image, that is conversion. I already completed few job for you, and you can see that it generated, based on my inputs, it generated the image, and similarly this is the image, what generate a image if a cat is sitting with the surprise expression for the, so the result is that. So it's generating very well. So let's prepare one more new processing job which is related to OCR. So extract text from images and PDF. So I'm just putting one more image here. Let's say take the image from yeah, let's take this one. This is the screenshot what I have taken. It has much more information I can, and you can give the title or you can make, and when you submit it, immediately it will add it into queue. If the Hugging Space have a multiple queue of tasks, then it will add it into queue, but I have added it to my dedicated private instance or space. It will directly jump into the processing state, and from processing it will complete. So we can check the dashboard progress of from here, that how much progress is done, and if any error is coming, or if it is fail, it will go into fail status also. Not only fail status, it will give you like all the jobs, whatever you show, it will complete it, but it has a log with the results, and you will see like how the MCP configurations are there. This screenshot will give me the detail of that. So it's completely working. It takes 25 seconds to finish, and it's a good job, I can say. Now I just put a PDF sample over here, that how I can put the PDF sample which will be maybe I can put a single page PDF. Yeah, let's take this my car service PDF, which is quite okay. I can open this PDF for you for reference. So this is the my car service remark and notes, whatever it is a single page. and let's check that how it will load the process. So I can go back to dashboard. It show me the processing status, even the progress are visible, and this whole dashboard is visible in such a way that it's a very nice look and feel, I can say. You can view all your job, whether it is processing or not processing. Obviously it can take more time because based on the information, based on the model response, it will complete. But this two tasks which is currently running and completed, which is OCR, and I'm just adding one more task, which is image generation from text. So I'm just putting one text like create rainy cloud environment with Indian forest and show small home with yellow color where cat is sitting. This is just a random thought what is coming in my mind, and just want to check that it is working or not, because I already checked the simple text for this model. Obviously to process this depend on the model what I'm using. I'm using Flux 1 model. Obviously I can share you more detail of this model later in the video section, but now this particular thing you will see the previous task is also completed. So let's check that completed task with the results, and yes, the whole notes are visible to me, but I think it gave me the error for yeah, it's not working because this is the agent reply that it won't able to perform the task due to the complexity of text. So let's check, but meanwhile I can check the image what it generated or not. Let me check the, yeah, so it's generated. You can see the image. I can open the image into new tab for you. Yeah, so it's cloudy weather with the yellow home and the cat is sitting on top of. So this is working very well. Let's check a PDF again for let me check a PDF of my Odoo experience event ticket, what they mailed me. Let's check if it is working as a job for, but this is a agent with the tool of HuggingFace Space API, and that it will call a MCP client Python library. Like obviously there is a Gradio client library are available which will allow me to connect with the Gradio easily, but I have a MCP supported Gradio also available which will allow me the same functionality to do, and it will support both way at all, so it can be integrated here very easily for the same specific word. And let me check if my dash, yeah, it's finished. So let me check my all job and the result. Yeah, it's working. Like it will display me Odoo Community Days 2025, and it is organized in Mahatma Mandir Convention Exhibition, and all the detail, whatever the PDF it extracted. However, it's just a proof of concept, so we can enhance the model very well. But that's it. I think this is the update what I want to update for a demo, a live demo for you, and which is working very well. And obviously I have created a separate app for a complete wizard for the job for image processing task, like the OCR, image description and image generation. Obviously I can put an image and ask that task are also possible. Let's say if I am describe the image, like I just put try to check the image. It's something same, but a separate task. It's the same. I think it will describe the image like through OCR it will describe, but obviously it will use the separate model for that and do the task for us. So this is a separate app. This is HuggingFace app where you can configure the whatever the text we are generated through Chatter, it will be added over here. You can have a custom task like this. This is completely configurable. You can change it to your own HuggingFace model, whatever model. It's supported MCP tool name, but that is a different case because that is currently working with Claude, but the library what I use is not working as a loading of tool. So even I am also working on that because that library I use, only two library are there. So one of the library, and it is working Claude desktop very well, but it is not working with the Odoo client. So even I need to do R&D on that, but that implementation also done, but I have put on a third priority. The first priority will be the API endpoint. Whatever you can see, the API endpoint is also there in the configuration part for the task. So these are the tasks and these are the endpoint. I would say that whatever the endpoint we will configure with the Gradient configuration or without Gradient, you can able to configure everything inside that. Rest of the thing is visible. Let me check the AI process. Yeah, 7 is completed. Let's check the last job have some results or not. Yeah, it's very much, it seems like, but it give me the same error like image to text convert, but I don't have a capability. So obviously I need to trace this out, that why it won't able to give me a OCR for that, but I will check it out. But the agent will respond me properly if a particular task is not performed or it has some missing element. The agent will handle it, and for that I have a two model under the configuration. First is the main agent on Pydantic AI. It will use the Qwen HuggingFace provider model, and on top of that I have an alternative provider which is OpenAI GPT Mini 4.0. I use a mini model, but all these are configurable and it's working well. Thank you. Have a nice day.